So I pre-ordered this saddle maybe 6 months ago. I don't know, it's been a while. Finally arrived in the mail 3 days ago. And this saddle I feel like has been highly anticipated because this is only the second saddle of its kind, as far as I know. The first one being the Brooks Cambium saddle, the same basic design as a stretched leather saddle, except using rubber. And the reason that that's really nice is that the rubber is impervious to weather. Whereas the leather saddles, if you get them wet over time, they start to break down, they start to sag and lose their shape. Whereas this leather really should last forever, regardless of how wet it gets. Anyway, I've ridden with this saddle for just about an hour, and I've already pretty much decided that it's not for me. That doesn't mean it's a bad saddle. It's actually very well made, and saddles are a very personal thing. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean you won't like it. But I will be giving this saddle away. So later on this video, I'll tell you how to, if you're interested in getting this saddle, I'll just do like a raffle, and I'll tell you how to enter the raffle later in this video. Hello friends, I'm really excited today because we have a new Tyvek cupboard box. Just came in yesterday and I waited until today to open it up. You excited? Mm-hmm. All right. It is the brand new Anatomica R2. See, there's a, yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh, this comes in the box. Buffered electrolyte salts. Not really essential. Not sure what those are.
They're tools.
They might be replacement screws. Mm-hmm. But this feels nice.
Oh, I got a sticker. Sticker. You also get a sticker. A sticker. A sticker.
The first thing I noticed with this is that the rubber is very thick. It's actually thicker than I thought it was going to be. Pretty much like the Anatomica leather saddle, except in rubber. And you're all about that sticker right about now. And it's got this nice R on the back. But as far as like the look of it, it looks a little bit cheaper than the Brooks saddle. Just as far as like the feel of this rubber, it feels more industrial, whereas the Brooks feels a little bit sleeker. And it's got the Anatomica rivet, which is on all of their saddles at the front there. And yeah, it's got the same shape as the X2 or the X1, which is the leather saddle. Made in the USA. And it's got the barcode on the bottom, it says R2 Silver. Yeah, so it looks like it uses the same frame as the X2, which is cool. I think that's a good idea. So, you know, these saddles are highly serviceable, so you can service them with any of the parts that Anatomica sells. One thing that I noticed about this saddle, which I don't really like so much already, that I already know I don't like, because I had the same issue on the X2, which is the fact that these edges, let's see if you can see it in the light, the edge of this rubber is very sharp, and it cuts my thigh when I rub against the saddle. So that's the one thing I don't really like. You see how sharp that is? This edge right here is very sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the nice thing about this one, I think the rubber should be pretty easy to round the edge with some sort of tool, which I'm not sure what exactly. You can use a hex wrench to adjust the tension right there. So, first about 20 minutes riding with this seat. Already, I don't really like it. The problem is that the rubbery surface, which is very grippy, grabs my shorts because I'm wearing loose shorts, which I usually ride with if I'm just mountain biking for the day for a few hours. So that's super annoying. As far as comfort goes, it's pretty similar, I think, in experience to the Brooks C17. I've tried both the C15 and the C17. The C17's wider, and the width is pretty similar to this seat. But my main issue with it, other than the fact that it's really rubbery, and that's already pretty bad, the leather cell in Anatomica is the complete opposite. It's a very slippery seat, and that actually took a little bit of getting used to at first, but I really like that aspect of it now. But the other problem with this seat is that it's pretty hard. I think it's not as hard as the Brooks C17, but it's a lot harder than the Cell Anatomica X2 leather, which is my other seat. And actually, I turned the adjustment knob on the front here all the way clockwise, so it's as loose as it goes. And actually, it came only tightened a little bit. Like, I could only turn it maybe like 2 turns, and then it was maxed out as far as loose as the seat goes. And I don't expect it to break in. It's like a thick rubber. It doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. So the setting that I have it at now, it's going to be like that pretty much forever. Anyway, those are my initial thoughts. I'm not too crazy about it, but I know a lot of people will like it, because I think most people that I've noticed that are into like leather saddles and stuff like that, they like the harder seat. They don't seem to complain about it. Like, a lot of people are crazy about the Brooks C17. They think it's a great seat. I think it's hard as a rock, and this is harder than the X2, but not as hard as the Brooks C17. All right, those are my thoughts. I'm gonna go ride some more up that hill. So if you want to enter the raffle for this video, all you have to do is 2 things. One, you have to be a subscriber. This is for my subscribers. I love you guys, all 140 of you. And the other thing I want you to do is just post a comment down below and mention what you're going to do with the saddle. I'm not going to base who I pick off of what you say. I'm just going to randomly choose. But I'm also just curious what you're going to do with the saddle. Are you going to put it on a mountain bike? Are you going to put it on a road bike? Are you going to give it away as a present? Are you going to sell it on eBay? Let me know. All right. But with this one, maybe there actually doesn't need to be that much adjustability. Should we go to the playground now? Mm-hmm. Okay. We're going to go to the playground.
Bye.
We'll see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed this review. I'll say and you say subscribe.
Subscribe.
Wait, I have to say and first. Okay. And...
subscribe.